Hey everyone, I'm making this video because of my last previously strangely successful video about the least painful way to inject Dupixent into yourself. Now that one was in the leg, and a few people have reached out to either tell me that it's less painful to do it in the stomach or at least to make a video about how to do it in the stomach. I don't find it to be less painful, but I'm willing to do it so that I can once again show that it could be done pretty painlessly. But if you were interested in the video in which I shoot myself in the leg, which is actually less painful, I'll leave it in the comments. Thanks, and here we go.
So to get started, it's very much like shooting yourself in the leg. You need an ice cube, a alcohol wipe, and your Dupixent, obviously. The things that you have to check are before you get started is that the date is not expired. So you can see the date on the side here, and also that the liquid is clear, which it both is here. I do recommend keeping it out for about 10 minutes out of the fridge so that it warms up a little bit before the injection. So on the internet you can find where the injection sites are. There's two sites. One is just like right below the belly button. The other is just like right above the belly button, about an inch to the right or to the left of it. I chose the part under the belly button and just put a piece of ice there and use a towel and just hold it there for about 10 minutes until it's numb. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes here. So it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to take off the ice. You can see the white spot where the ice was, and that part is very cold and numb at this point. So now just go and discard the ice cube. You don't need it anymore, and wash your hands as thoroughly as you can. I'm probably not as thorough as I should have been here, but yeah, just wash your hands. So obviously I want to apologize how bad my eczema is around my stomach area. Also, you can see it here. But onto the injection, the first thing you do is take the alcohol wipe and obviously give it a good wipe. People recommend wipe it in a circle. I'm not really sure why, but we'll just take that and do it. So give it a couple of circles. Set it aside because you might need it again later. And then go ahead and pinch a piece of the flesh or the skin and find where you're numb and just go ahead and inject it. It's pretty simple. You just push it in. And I try to do this as quickly as possible because there's like a resistance layer, and once it gets through the resistance, it just goes. And now what I do is I let go of the skin just lightly as I go and slowly push in the medication. For some reason, if I push it in really fast, it hurts a lot more than if I push it in slowly. I'm not really sure why, so I try to go as slow as possible here. Now I know those auto inject tubes that they make, they just go in about 3 to 4 seconds, and I find that to be way more painful than these syringes, which you can control the flow. So this is going to take a second, and I'll stop talking and you can just watch me push it in. Getting to the end here, there's a little trigger mechanism that once you let go past the point, it'll just pull the needle out for you. And then there it goes. And you're basically done. A little bit of dribble will come out at the end, and that's what I actually use a little piece of alcohol wipe for. And if you do it correctly, there shouldn't be a lot of blood that comes out. Sometimes you accidentally hit a blood vessel or something like that, and a lot of blood comes out. But after that, you're pretty much done. You could optionally put a band-aid on. I just don't do it because, I don't know. And Last thing you do, discard the sharps in a sharps container as usual. The other parts, such as the alcohol wipe, you can just discard.